I think his advisors are telling him not to get personal, and they're telling him to stick to policy. RFK went to the Trump campaign and said, I'll drop out and endorse you if you give me a slot in your admin. Trump said, no, of course I'm not going to do that, because at the time he thought he had a better shot of winning. Okay, things have changed dramatically since then. Kamala Harris swapped out with Biden, and also not only did Kamala Harris swap out with Biden, she picked up Tim Walz, and more importantly than all of those things, obviously they started matching up significantly better, and there's a lot of momentum behind the Harris-Walz ticket, right? So when that happened, Trump had to make another calculation, and I told you guys a couple weeks back that like RFK would absolutely drop and endorse Donald Trump, because Donald Trump would be desperate enough to pick up as many voters as he possibly can. So that's exactly what Trump is doing right now. Donald Trump is leaning into RFK and will probably offer him some like shitty cabinet position. Donald Trump Jr. believes that it's the CIA or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen, but overall, I think he'll get like something out of this deal, and he will drop out and he will endorse him. Here's the video where President Trump says he's open to RFK Jr. playing a role in his administration. This is from yesterday. This is all it took for RFK to drop out. RFK, by the way, in this same process, went to the Kamala Harris campaign and tried to get that similar deal from them. They didn't even pick up the phone, obviously, because that's ridiculous. And here we are.
Can I ask you about RFK? Because just moments ago, his running mate said that they were considering endorsing you. Have you considered him for a role in the administration, and what role would that be?
Well, we haven't, but I would love that endorsement because I've always liked him.
Would you also consider putting him in the administration?
You're asking me a very unusual question. I haven't been asked that question yet. I like him a lot. I respect him a lot. I probably would if something like that would happen.
How is that not seen as a form of extortion? What are you talking about? This is half of the reason why people run, dude. What are you talking about? Of course. No, this is not extortion. This is regular process. It makes sense. It's politics. But yeah, that's the situation with RFK. We're going to move on from the RFK point of the conversation, but like it spells desperation for the Trump campaign. That is why they're doing this. That is why they're, getting on board with RFK, because they want to pick up as many votes as they possibly can without doing too much. You know what I mean? This would be exactly that, picking up RFK voters and making it a more competitive race against Kamala Harris. And no, I am not using a green screen for the chatters who are asking. If there was a green screen, do you think I would make it so goddamn loud that I can't even hear myself think? Yo, Hasan, how are you feeling today, mentally and physically? You seem tired or jonesing yesterday. Hope everything good on your side. I don't know what jonesing means. I'm a little tired, but that's because this is a lot more of a lift. Like what I do for the average person who hasn't been doing this exact same thing for the past 7 years, or not 7 years, 5 years, 8 hours a day is pretty difficult to do, but I have a pretty strict, structured, regimented lifestyle that allows me to be able to do it. When I change that, obviously it makes it much more difficult for me to keep up with it, especially because I'm like running around on top of that too, running around and doing like IRL portions, lugging all my shit around every day, breaking it and putting it back up. Those are all like things that I think contribute to the wear and tear of me, making it harder for me to just like be able to do 8 to 10 hours of commentary live every single day. But I think that's what it is. It's just like I am a little bit more tired. I know if I was like sitting in my hotel room and doing this coverage and not going into the DNC, I'd still be able to do like much more, you know? Okay, do you like the new space better? I love the space. Bro, this is insane. We're on the same floor as literally CNN. Like they're back there. Like this is an insane opportunity. I literally have the exact same floor setting, the box setting that CNN has. Okay, that's insane. Obviously, they have like a million producers and shit, and they also have a million different commentators, and they swap them out. They're not doing 8 hours, but you know, how do they block the noise? They probably have much better equipment specifically for that. Oh, Trump has responded to Obama's comments in the DNC. Let's take a look.
Telling him to stick to policy, as Republican allies have, and that he doesn't want to. He took an informal poll. The crowd said, go with personal attacks, Aaron.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Phil Mattingly, thank you very much. In North Carolina,
they're having a hard time talking on the CNN speech too. Look at this. Even on the CNN broadcast, they're having a hard time, dude.
Timing on that. Nice. Now I don't have to listen to myself instead of Stevie Wonder. Let's talk about this not Stevie Wonder, as much as I would love to just cede the floor to little Stevie. Bakari, let me start with you. Let's just play some of the sound demonstrating how Democrats are talking about the Republican Donald Trump, who seems, from the clip that we just saw from Phil Mattingly in North Carolina, quite offended.
I love that SAT word.
So let's run some of the sound.
It was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect.
Going small is petty, it's unhealthy, and quite frankly, it's unpresidential.
We do not need 4 more years of bluster.
Chad, the reason why I'm trying to cram as much news as possible instead of listening to Stevie Wonder and enjoying the show is because I have a limited amount of time on the desktop, okay? Shut the up. I have 1 hour remaining here, okay? I'm trying to make the most of it. I have a job. It's to do news and commentary, okay? God damn.
Hussein Obama last night, take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy? Did you see?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely feeling some type of way about that, okay? Anyway, so he was in North Carolina earlier today. He talked about a bunch of stuff.
Now, he was very nasty last night. I try and be nice to people, you know, but it's a little tough when they get personal. Please, again, remember, please, sir, don't get personal. Talk about policy. Let me ask you about that. We're going to do a free poll. Here are the 2 questions. Should I get personal? Should I not get personal? Ready? Should I get personal?
Yeah, of course, dude. These are your sycophants. Obviously, they're going to say get personal. That is relying on your worst instincts, okay? Aaron Rupar's take on this rally, for what it's worth. A big picture observation about Trump's events these days. He's just not getting the reactions he used to 8 or 4 years ago. He had a decent crowd today in North Carolina in terms of size, but as this thread shows, they sat in silence for most of his speech because the material is stale and his attacks on Harris are weak. There's very little chanting and very few big applause lines. His rallies just don't have the same juice. I mean, I don't know. I think his advisors are telling him not to get personal, and they're telling him to stick to policy. And honestly, it's, wait, what is this?
This room?
Trump mocks supporters, calls them basement dwellers. Okay, I don't really care about this. Yeah, we know that he hates his fans, obviously. He thinks they're all disgusting and unwashed. I mean, he's not wrong. His fan base is unwashed and sweaty. All right, let's see what Trump and Vance hit in the campaign trail as Democrats descend on DNC looks like.
John, let me begin with you. Quite a show of force by the Democrats last night. A president, a first lady, 2 massive crowds.
George, this was an electrifying night for delegates here and for Democrats across the country. And look, it is exceedingly rare to see something genuinely new at one of these national political conventions, but the organizers pulled that off.
Bro, by the way, there's like celebrities and shit sitting in these boxes next to us. I'm pretty sure I saw, what's her face? Who's the lady that used to date Eric Andre and then dated Cory Booker? Rosario Dawson? Yeah, I think she's literally in the box next to us. Like, no joke. This is like VIP boxes, dude. These are VIP boxes. We're like 1 step removed from the floor. I'm looking to see if there's any celebrities. Oh my God, if Julia Louis-Dreyfus is here, I'd lose my mind. She's my friend's godmother. Why are you acting libnatized? There's literally never been a moment where I have done that.
And the messaging, that there was something new in the messaging as well. As Barack Obama particularly tried to address Americans who are sick and tired of our deeply divided politics, doing that while simultaneously issuing a brutal takedown on Donald Trump, but also trying to appeal to the people, what Obama called the regular folks who have turned out. And George, that part of the messaging has been backed up here in Chicago every single night and will continue tonight and tomorrow by featuring Republican speakers. Last night, the Republican mayor of Mesa, Arizona, and even former Trump White House press secretary Stephanie Grisham.
One thing that is clear for the Obamas is this is personal.
It's personal, and this is not just a matter of 2 speeches last night. I was told by a person close to President Obama that he intends to be out on the campaign trail in a way that we really haven't seen since he was running for his own re-election in 2012. The message that Barack Obama has given to the Harris-Walz campaign is that he will go anywhere they want him to go. He will campaign with Kamala Harris, with Tim Walz. He will do solo events. He will be on the campaign trail this fall.
He'll do it all. He'll do it all.
And Rachel, both Donald Trump and J.D. Vance out on the battleground states yesterday.
Yeah, he's coming on the HasanAbi broadcast to campaign for Kamala Harris. What? Doug did a drunk my wife last night. Why are you showing me this, bro? Don't worry, okay? I'm not libbed up. Like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to show me this shit to be like, see? Don't get libbed up now. Like, you don't have to do course correction, okay? Because I'm not up. What I am, however, is double the size of NBC News live streamer. Damn. Just saying, dude. God damn. NBC 24K Andes, dude.